Good evening and welcome to this presentation of the day vibrations starting from today and all the way until Wednesday. In this video we are going to talk about the vibrations of the soul of these 3 days. Now this means that today the day is almost over, at least here in Denmark. Perhaps some of you in the States have it differently. But to go right to it, we have here the numeroscope of the day today, the 13th of March 2017. And that means that we see here the birth vibration, or the basic vibration is the number 13-4. And the destiny numbers, the small destiny number is 8, and the big destiny number is 17-8. Now, these numbers 4 and 8, and numbers that have the sum of these two mentioned numbers, these are what is called destiny numbers. That means that these numbers, they represent a change of something. That means that the number 4, that is about something here and now, is being done differently. That something in our life is being changed. That can mean that we start to do something differently, that we do something that we don't usually do, or that also a major change in our life can occur today. And that is also so as we have the higher destiny numbers and the small destiny number, 8 and 17-8. The difference between the destiny numbers 4 and 8 is that the number 8, it represents the symbol of eternity. That means that this number 8, that represents a more long-lasting change. A change of something that will last for a while. And for example, if you look at the United States of America, the 2 days that first time President Obama got elected for president, this was the 4th of November 2008. Now here is the change, that this president happened to make a change to the country. But now Donald Trump, he got elected the 8th of November. So this is a major change as well that happens to be even more radical than the first one. So these numbers 8 and 4, the number 8, that is a more lasting change, and the number 4, that is a change more here and now, a change that can be altered later, but the numbers 8 is more a change that is long lasting. So this means that today was a day where a lot of change happened on a worldly scale and also on the individual scale. This means that today you have perhaps done something differently that you don't usually do. And we have the number 17-8. It means that something that makes a big impression on you is happening. For example, I had 3 new sign-ups for our new numerological education. That means that we're now halfway sold out on the class that starts the 23rd of April 2017. Now this is good, and this means also that if you have a balanced number combination within your names, it means that you can make the most of this change. But if not, it can be a bad change. Like for example, a very bad scenario if you get fired, or if you have an argue with someone and you decide to enter a relationship with that person, that is also a change, a radical change that has to do with a risk of danger here attached, because we have here the number 16-7. That is a number that is likely that one happens to lose somebody that one really cared about. So the number 16-7 is a number of potential disaster and dangers around the corner. So this means that today some people can have been tormented with danger, with bad things that have happened. And because the number 16-7 that goes with the number here in the aura, we see the number 11-2, and the number 11-2 is an even worse number. It is all about thoughts racing within the mind. This is about a lot of fear, anxiety, the fear of being a failure, the fear of not being liked enough. And this is all about limiting beliefs. This means that today it is likely that you have been more tormented with limiting beliefs than usual. But remember the number 134, which is the number as previously mentioned. The number of planet Uranus, about change. But when it goes with the number 11-2 as we see it here, this means that there can also be confusion. That means, for example, when you talk, you happen to say something wrong. You happen perhaps to forget what to say. You perhaps stumble upon your words. That is the essence of today. So we have here the number 8, which is the live theme number. This is about working hard. So today is a day where a lot of people, they work hard. Perhaps you work hard. Perhaps you've also achieved something from your hard work. So the number 8 that goes with the numbers 9 and 15-6, that means that there can also be an element of being hot-tempered today. That means that today, perhaps if something happened that you didn't like, it can mean that you really got pissed about something. It means, for example, if you had a parking fine, you erupted like a volcano and cursed the parking guard and all these things. So it means that today it was also a day where there was an element of perhaps also something that really got into you. Something that got into you and really put you on fire. And this can be both good and bad, because if you're on fire to create good things, then it's a very powerful number. But if you are not balanced with your name combination, or if you're very unbalanced, then it can lead to also depression, which some people may have felt today. And this is amplified as we have the solar plexus center number here. Once again, the number 15-6. The number 15-6 is about occultism, and it's about a great intuition. And what it is mostly about is open channels. Open channels can be good, but open channels can also be dangerous if you happen to be open to something that is not good. For example, negative astral entities. Some would call them demons. Some would call them ghosts. You can call them whatever you like, but it means that somebody, bad, limiting beliefs, whatever, can whisper words to your ear of things like you're not good enough and these things. This happened to some people today. Some are more protected from it than others. And about being open, with open spiritual channels, we here have the number 7. And the number 7 is in the tarot cards called the Chariot of Heaven. That means that this number 7 is this number that leads us to listen to our intuition. But with the number 15-6, it is more likely to attract more dark forces and light forces. So the number 15-6 is also referred to as the number of the devil. But the devil can also lead to a good intuition, and it can also do good things, but it can also be a very bad temperament. And another thing that was up today, family and close relations, because the live view number here is the number 24-6. That means that this is the way of thinking, this is the basic beliefs of this individual, this soul of this very day, 13th of March 2017. The number 24-6 has the sum of 6, representing planet Venus. Venus is about close relations, it's about love, it's about getting along with each other in the way that we should be with our close friends. But with the association of the number 2 representing the moon, which is about creativity, learning. Number 4, innovation. So what this number is about that staying grounded, getting things done. Grounding is very important to the essence of today. And we have this column number here, the number 25-7, which is about the foundation. Is about that you stay grounded, you stay with both feet on the ground, and with these other numbers, it can go really both ways. But one way it certainly goes for all is that this number of today, the 13th, with the destiny numbers 8 and 17-8, it means that this is a day where a lot of change is happening on an individual scale and also in the world. And I should have checked the news before I make this video. I didn't. I should have. But anyway, I haven't checked the news. Maybe we can see some cool changes in the world. Usually that is also always the case when I see a change in the numbers of the day. So, tomorrow is going to be an excellent day. The day tomorrow, the 14th of March, is a brilliant day for business. It is a very good day for many things. It is so wonderfully good that it takes the next day that is just as good as the 23rd. So what is going to happen tomorrow? What is the soul? What is the essence of the day? You have it here. The soul of the day tomorrow, and we see here a wonderful number combination: 3, 14, 5, 8. This is called the money triad. As the number 3, that is about developing the idea. This is about thinking of a new concept, thinking of something, creating something, which followed by the number 5, as in 14-5, the sun representing planet Mercury. And so is it that the number 3 is planet Jupiter. Mercury is about getting along with people, being liked by all, presenting this idea to people, presenting this idea to inspire people to sell your idea, and so that you can make business, and so that you can make money. And so comes the number 8. The number 8 is, once again, as we previously mentioned in the day before today, the number which is called the high destiny number, as we refer to the number 4, the small destiny number, and 8, the high destiny number. So this means that the number 8, that is the number of harvest. That is where you harvest your fruits from the seeds that you have sown in the number 3, and in the number 5, that is where you have watered your fields and made it grow, and in the number 8, that is where you harvest your success. Therefore, it's called the money triad, because in the number 3, you make the idea, that's where you sow the seeds. In the number 5, that is where you inspire people, you talk about it, so that is where you make it grow. And then, finally, in the number 8, you harvest your success. That means, like in Greek mythology, the number 8 is associated with the god Kronos. The god Kronos is associated with harvest. In Greek mythology, when people were praying to the gods to have a good harvest, then they prayed to Kronos, because Kronos was the god who made sure that the crop would grow well and give a great harvest, so people would feed themselves for the entire season. And that is so that when we have these 3 numbers here, the money triad, that means that tomorrow is a major potential to make money and to advance your business, to get along with people. So tomorrow you may be more extrovert than usual. So enjoy this day tomorrow. As we see here, the number 10-1 in the year vibration, that goes with the number 6. And this is also very good. The number 10-1, which is with us the whole year, but the number 10-1, this is about winner attitude. And so this number 10-1, it goes with the number 6 in the aura. The number 6 represents planet Venus. And previously mentioned as before, the planet Venus, that is about family, close relations, and that is about these things that ground us, keep our 2 feet on the ground, so we get things done, and so that we are solid and we don't break. So that means that tomorrow we are strongly bound to the earth with our roots strongly planted into this earth. And here, once again, we have an amazing number combination. Here it is. Once again, as previously mentioned, we have here the money triad, but it doesn't end there. We also here have the world conqueror. Now, the world conqueror and the money triad. First, we will determine the difference of these two. Now, the money triad, this is about having the strength to make a great deal of money, get a lot of things done. But the world conqueror, this is about that big things can happen easily. But it also means that if your number combinations within your names, if they are not balanced, then this can get out of control for some people. But for some people who are more balanced, this can lead to a major success, which means that a lot of people, they can create big things tomorrow. It doesn't mean it doesn't mean that I'm saying that everyone will become a millionaire tomorrow, but it means that tomorrow your chances to create and to do something great, this is amplified to all people. But of course, it means that you need to have balanced numbers within your names, or at least partially balanced numbers. But if not, if you don't have balanced numbers, then you may get confused. Then you may be like that you don't know how to get started. And for this, you're likely to get stressed. Because we have these numbers 5 that is about getting a lot of things done, making a lot of progress. But if you don't know how to start, where to go, then it can be stressful to you. And we have here the number 24/6 as the column number. This is also really positive, as the number 24/6 is what also included in the day before today. So the number 24/6 is about also being strongly grounded once again. So and we see a lot of this number 10-1. This number 10-1, this means that some people are likely to get more spontaneous tomorrow. That means that some people, they're likely to just jump into some new ideas, just follow a dream and be more driven by passion rather than sense. I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but I'm just saying if you have good number combinations, it can lead you to big success. If you have bad number combinations, this can lead you to failure. But of course, when you have good number combinations, you can make the most of mostly all numbers. But these are the themes tomorrow. The themes of tomorrow is about making money, making things happen, having a lot of vigor, having a lot of energy. The day tomorrow is about having a lot of energy, getting a lot of things done, and also for most people a lot of optimism. Tomorrow, one of the major things is optimism. So this is good. Now, we are moving on to Wednesday, which is not as good. I'm sorry to tell you, it's not. Wednesday is not as good. Wednesday is the 15th of the month, and here we have this number 15/6 that goes with the number 89. That's bad, because that means that tomorrow, not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow, Wednesday, is a day where you're likely to be pissed off about something. This is a day where you're likely to be more hot-tempered. That means that if small things can happen and it really blows your fuse. So beware. If it happens, it happens. That's the way. It also means, now I'm being so tragic, you can be depressed. You can experience something that doesn't go your way, and you will be sad. But if you have more balanced number combination here, you can kick it anyway, because we have the destiny numbers 10-1, 19-1. Now this is good. That means that even though you may get pissed off about something, then the numbers 10-1 and 19-1, they will kick you in the butt, they will get you straight back into business, back on the horse, back on track, get things done once more. And then with this heart center, number 13-4, it represents once again innovation, thinking of new ideas, thinking of new ways to do things, and this innovation leads you to also think of maybe you should do a change in your life. So now I've been talking about change for now 3 days, but it is a theme of the day. But the major theme here is about being hot-fused. It's not hot-fused, it's short-tempered. No, now I'm talking bullshit. It means that, I'll try once again, here it comes. It means that you're hot-tempered and You got a short fuse. Now I made it. Good. So this is the point about the number 13.4 of today. I said previously that it means that you can say things that doesn't make sense, that your words, you stumble upon your words, and you don't do that usually. Maybe some people do. I don't, but now I do because it's the 13th. And we have a lot of these destiny numbers. I'm balanced, so I don't do it all the time. That's good. And now these numbers of the day, 15, 6, 3, 2, so it's good. They're fair numbers. They're okay, not bad. But I'm not saying that Wednesday is a terrible day, but I'm just saying that Tuesday is brilliant. Today was fine as well, as according to the numbers. But once again, these numbers are being experienced vastly differently because we all possess different numbers from our birthday. And these numbers from our birthday, that means that we live these numbers through a filter of this. And to be more specific, I can make these numbers calculations for you, so I can tell what your day is like. Now I'm just saying the soul, the overall soul of these 3 days. So keep me posted with your feedback when these days are over, and also when they're going on. Write me in the comments, what do you experience? Is this correct? Let me know your thoughts. So, stay tuned once again on Wednesday. We will get on it. We will get on with the next 3 days. So, if you think this numerology is interesting, then you can sign up for our numerology education to become a grandmaster of numerology, and it will start the 23rd of April. And here you can also become a financial numerologist, in which you can calculate the future of any person and any stock, any company, so that you can make a great deal of money. Once again, thank you for watching, and Zeus and Poseidon, Aphrodite and all the gods bless you, and have a wonderful evening. Thank you.